Hello YouTube and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Movie Entertainment. I hope you all had a happy, healthy, safe Thanksgiving weekend. I took a little break off obviously for the holidays. So now we're back in the midst of all things, getting ready for the big 4-part crossover. So if we begin with Supergirl Season 2, Episode 8, Medusa. Now in this episode you have Supergirl having to deal with a new threat, being Cyborg Superman. She ends up fighting Cyborg Superman. Now, he ain't really Cyborg Superman. It's really the real Hank Henshaw, who was just transformed into a robot, and now he calls himself Cyborg Superman. Go figure. And of course, she has to also deal with Katniss Labs releasing a deadly Kryptonian virus that can only harm aliens. All kinds of alien races, apparently, and yeah, now Supergirl has to stop it. This was a pretty cool episode, I have to admit. Right out of the back, I really like this episode. First of all, the action was really cool. Seeing Supergirl do battle with this new Cyborg Superman, or the lack of term of what you want to call him. And of course, John Jones also is fighting him as well. And also, not only he's doing that, he also has to deal with the fact that he's turned into a White Martian because of what happened to him last week, where he got infected, and then he got cured, and then he got saved, and then he got infected again. Very long story. But like I said, cool episode. Now we're starting to see new allies, new enemies emerge. Obviously, we're going to see Barry Allen at the end of this episode. You do see him. You do see Cisco. They come out and they help Kara. And they ask Kara to help, and there's going to be to be continued for tonight's episode of Flash. Cannot wait. And we have a new enemy that could be popping up eventually or frenemy, if you want to call it that, in Lena Luthor, who decided to turn her back against her mother, who's actually in charge of Katniss Labs, who basically wants to destroy all alien races. And did she do it for the goodness of her heart, because she wants to get rid of the whole Luthor bad name, or is she just doing it for her own spite? Maybe she'll turn bad, but we have to wait and see. And of course, you have Alex also dealing with the fact that she is now gay and confessing her new sexuality to her mother, and how she's going to deal with that. And she obviously tells her mother, and it goes pretty well. And now she can finally go on full blast to the girls that she loves. So that happened, so that was cool as well. Weaknesses of this episode, I guess Cyber Superman kind of disappointed me a little bit because he wasn't really exactly Cyborg Superman. Obviously they weren't going to exactly make him the guy who played Superman in a robot form, but it's very different from what it was in the comics. But you know what? It was fine for what it was as well. Still enjoy it. I like the he had like a cyborg guy. He can just shoot a laser, so that was kind of cool. So, I just wish he didn't call himself Superman, because honestly, yes, he had the strength of Superman, and he can shoot a laser out of his eye. Excuse me. Do that. But he had no symbols or anything suggesting that he is a Superman kind of thing, so that was kind of weird. But other than that, cool episode. So, now we just gotta wait to see what happens with the rest of the, crossover. Because now Supergirl is going into the Flash world, so now we gotta see what happens when they go and fight these alien invaders. Now, the end of this episode did show aliens, but I'm wondering to myself, are these aliens part of the alien invasion that gonna be fighting Barry and the team? I don't know. It's hard to tell because they were in robes, so I couldn't really tell. Or this could be another type of alien that Kara's gonna have to deal when she gets back. Maybe a Brainiac type kind of thing, or something completely different. I don't know. We have to wait to January for it to come back. But you get my idea. So, leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think about the first part of the whole crossover thing. Even though it didn't really have anything to do with the alien invasion that's going to happen in The Flash, which really starts tonight. But it was a cool episode anyway. I can't wait to see the next year's episodes of Supergirl. So far so good. I'm going to give this episode 8% out of 10. It was fun. I liked it. I'm looking forward to more. And, yeah, so stay tuned for more, because tonight's the crossover, and yeah, I can't wait to talk about that tonight. The Flash part, and the return of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Thank you. So stay tuned for those. Thank you and have a good day.